Well, look who's back. You know what I need for y'all guys to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Come on back to see me, guys. Alright? I'm punching above my weight class. Alright? Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment, family. Do me that one solid there. Support me by going to the Cash App and dropping a few dollars. I promise you that it won't hurt me. I promise. Alright? You can also support my channel by going to the super thanks located under the video, family. I appreciate y'all guys in advance. And like how I always tell you, tenfolds over, I do appreciate you. Peace, blessings, and much respect to you. Let's jump into this reaction. Oh my goodness. I'm back, baby. I had to go on a hiatus right quick, but I'm back again, family. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your gracious host, Drummer Boy 1980. Hope you're having a good day. If not, ask yourself why, and remember, happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Shout out to the Lapeef Network. We back with another reaction. You know the routine. Get your popcorn, and let's jump into this reaction. Let's go.
I don't really know because I can't speak for other men or whatever, but it's not lonely being single. Like we are able to get a woman whenever we want to. It's like ordering a damn pizza. So it's not really a problem like
pizza and cats.
Getting a woman.
So why don't y'all order more pizzas then? Why are so many of you guys
Let me say this. But when it comes to a man that actually wants to settle down and get married, due to the single mother epidemic and the wig epidemic that has happened within the last 10, 15 years.
What does a wig have to do with anything?
What does that have to do with
Mr. Let Go? Hold on.
Are you able to have an intelligent conversation? Because every time you open your mouth, it just seems
than
like
they used to be from a marriage standpoint. So when it comes to a man that's looking to marry a woman, and you see all these wig wearing women, they're not.
They've been wearing wigs. They've been wearing wigs.
So why don't you date a man?
I have a woman that doesn't wear wigs ever. So I don't have that problem. Okay. I literally said
that. If that is the most important thing in the relationship, bless your heart.
This is what I be talking about. Like, Mr. Let Go. Like 25 minutes ago, you were like, we don't need to worry. Women are cats. If you don't pick them up, blah, blah, blah. And now you're saying...
Wait, Kay, think about what I said.
Okay,
I literally said that I don't think men are lonely and a man can get a woman like he orders a pizza. Therefore, that part I don't agree with. But when it comes to a man that actually wants to get married, he doesn't see marriageable women.
Cat.
I said what I said then, and I'll say what I say now.
Mr. Let Go.
Everybody like, yo, you was on my side. Now you on their side. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm just speaking objectively.
No. I'm not trying to put you on the side.
Okay, I got you.
Mr. Let Go,
I got you. I'm gonna tell you what's going on here right now. I just want to explain what's going on here real quick.
Yeah, I just speak objectively, and I don't think the typical man is lonely. I just think the typical man, if he wants to settle down, which is a certain demographic of men, there's not too many women that are actual marriage ready due to the independent woman crap and all, it's a lot of different variables that make the typical black woman not worth marrying.
Mr. Let Go, would you also say the same thing about the men? Like, do you think that, okay, so you think just a bunch of people are out here and not ready to be in relationships or marriages why they're getting the results they're getting?
Yeah, but I just don't believe the men are lonely because black women love losers. So the less the man has, the more he will get. So
what does loneliness look like to you?
Really crazy. It's crazy.
Like when you say they're not lonely,
what does
I'm not lonely, so I don't know what.
Right. And Ms. Let Go, earlier, you spoke on the average man. Do you consider yourself the average man?
No, I literally said, going back to what I was saying, I can't speak for other men, but when it comes to this loneliness thing, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Kayla, we can't hear you or see you. You got average internet.
Well, guys, what do y'all think? Put it in the comment section. Mr. Lego said he don't think that men are lonely being single, the average day male. I'm going to give him some slight pushback on that. I think the average day rank and file run-of-the-mill male, yeah, he might have trouble getting the caliber of woman he want. Did you catch that, family? I put the qualifier in. Let me say that again. The average day run-of-the-mill male have trouble getting the caliber of woman he want. So he might be lonely from that aspect, but getting a woman, no. Because it's not hard just to go out there and just get a woman. Now, whenever that you start punching above being average, that guy in particular, he shouldn't have no trouble getting a woman. He shouldn't be lonely whatsoever. Because most women will tell you out of their mouth, not me saying it, it's not Drummer saying it. Guys, you have witnessed thousands and thousands upon women. And that's what's so unique about social media. Guys used to talk about this behind closed doors amongst each other, but now you seeing it on display for everybody to see. So now the truth has surfaced, right? A woman will tell you, I want a guy that's 6 foot, 6 figures, and a 6-pack. Everybody know that's 666. Should I keep going? I think so. Shout out to TBA. A woman have a preference, meaning most women, especially in their peak years, they will shun anything that's not their preference. For the most part, he have to be over 6 foot. If not, she don't want to date him in her peak years. Oh God, somebody better testify. Somebody better testify. Either I'm lying or either I'm telling the truth now. In her peak value years, she will shun any man that's below 6 foot, even if he's a good dude, even if he have all the other characteristics. That one thing would be a deal breaker for her. In her peak years, he got to be making this amount of money. If not, I can't date him, girl, because I know my worth. Now, family, either I'm lying or either I'm telling the truth. Now, don't let me lie to you, please. He got to be driving this kind of car and all this old foolishness. And I'm not knocking them for their preference. If that's your preference, have at it, knock yourself out. But just don't complain on the back end, all right? The women have preference. A man have a range of women that he would date. A man wouldn't say, you know what, I'ma just date a size 2 and that's it. No. A man will give a general statement, something like, as long as she's in shape. You see the difference? That could be a 2, it could be a 4, 6, or 8, depending on the shape of the body, right? A man would never say, well, she got to be 5'8". See, a man don't do that. A man will date a short woman, 4'9", 4'10", as long as she fine. Up to 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3". He don't care. As long as she's fine. As long as she built right. You heard me? Did you understand? As long as she's doing what he need her to do. And you heard me? I say need her to do. See, a man is not going to etch everything in stone. Women have preferences, men have ranges. It vacillates. It's a tolerance there, if you will. Moving right along. He was talking about the wig epidemic. And you notice that triggered the whole panel, right? Ladies, let me tell y'all something. And I'm not going to beat up on you because I love you. But whenever a man look at you, let me explain this to you in layman terms. See, there is a difference between the fake and the real. There is a difference between the synthetic and the authentic. There is a difference between the hair that sprouts from your scalp versus the hair that's brought out of a store. Whenever a man runs his hands through your hair, he's really not running his hands through your hair. Yes, it's your hair literally because you bought it. But I'm talking about the God hair. You understand? I'm talking about the hair that God gave you. the one that grew out of your scalp. See, it's a difference in the texture, huh? Let me teach you something about a man because you don't understand. That's why you need to come here to get the real. There is a difference between the smell. When a man smell you, you come with a distinct aroma or odor that emanate from your body. And synthetic weed don't do that for him. You heard me? We understand, but today's time, women are lazy for the most part. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, but I've been in trouble all my life. All my life I had to fight. It don't matter at this point. I'm grown and I'm stuck in my ways at this point. Whatever happened, let it be. A man want the authentic, the real McCoy, if you will. That's what a man is looking for. And that speaks to a deeper issue as well. Whenever I see a woman running around with wigs on and weave constantly, I know her confidence is not where it needs to be. Let's just say that. She could act like she's so fine and all that. No. It's nothing but a smoke screen and a red herring. Trust me. I done dealt with too many. I done talked to thousands of women. I say talk to. I didn't say sleep with. I say talk to. All right? I have talked to thousands of women because I talk to people. I'm a people person. And whenever that you start peeling back the layers and you start digging beyond the surface, most of them will let you know. But the sisterhood try to keep everything under lock and key. See, but there's some people that just know the truth. You heard me? A man wants you. And Kayla, sis, this is not the most important thing, but it's one of those things because it speaks to a deeper issue. I want a woman that's confident in her skin tone. I don't care if you're black as midnight, embrace it. I don't care if your hair is the size of a grain of rice in length, whatever. Be comfortable with that. Get that done. You heard me? I don't want a face full of makeup because that's living a lie. So I have to experience the real you home, right? If it's good enough for me home, it should be good enough for you whenever you present yourself in the world. Oh, God almighty, did you hear me? If I got to sit with you to the house and you don't have on no makeup and all that stuff, I don't mind a little bit, guys, a little bit. I'm talking about minimum. You heard me? I'm talking about minute. I'm not talking about anything that will change up the contours or nothing on your face. I don't want it because if I have to experience it home, it should be good enough whenever you step out as well. It's called natural beauty. A little bit of makeup, okay. But you need to get your pure mind up. Quit and let social media and all these Instagram bots and everything else up under the sun influence your perception of self. You heard me? Because the men are telling you they don't want that, all right? They don't want it. And are women marriage material for the most part? I would say no, absolutely not, because they too combative. They are way too combative. They are cantankerous. They act as though they are queens sitting on the throne. The throne of what? They want to be reckless with their womb and still think that it's okay. They want to be boss bees and boss chicks. No man can tell me what to do and all that. That's fine. That's fine. But don't complain in the end because we know how the story goes. All right. So do I think women are marriage material overall? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do stand with Mr. Let Go on this one. Yes. And Mr. Let Go said something that was very telling. He said, black women love losers. What do y'all think about that, guys? Women always complain about guys not taking care of their kids. Now, if that be the case, shouldn't it behoove you to choose better, to make a wiser choice? No, instead of that, they lay down. They know the guy wasn't worth 2 pennies. He was dusty, as y'all call it, right? He's dusty, broke down. And then all of a sudden, you want him to gain some type of ambition. You want him to turn into a totally different person. That's your fault. I'm putting the blame on you. He showed you exactly who he was up front. and you chose to overlook the red flags, right? Who fault is that? And then, well, men ain't no good. But you chose to sleep with the guy. You chose this, right? That's not his fault. That's your fault. Because you attracted to the losers. See, in most women's mind, guys, let me drop this jewel and then we go into the next clip. See, in a woman's mind, she wants somebody that she can control. And then when she get the very thing that she wanted, then she turn around and complain about it. Because a man that's on his square, that guy got standards. Let me say that again. A man that's on his square have standards. You heard me? Let me say that one more time. A man that's on his square have standards. You can't operate in the manner that you want to. I'm allergic to a lot of drama. Man, I just can't take it. I ain't built like that. You got to go because I'm too valuable. I'm just like y'all women. I know my worth and my sexual market value is pretty high at this moment because I'm at my peak right now and I'm still peaking. If you understand that, my money getting longer and all of that. My leadership is becoming more solid and solidified, and I can keep on going on. But let's jump to the next clip, guys.
Now we're, in our 30s or whatever, and now it's old again, and we want to get married. But are a lot of us in our 30s really ready to get married now? Are we?
Can I ask you a question, Chavon?
Sure.
Do you think if you would have gotten married at the age of 25 or whatever, and the marriage ended, you would have learned more about life, family, had kids, or a kid, in wedlock, and then you get divorced? Don't you think you would have been in a better situation instead of worse versus the typical woman that does the same stuff as married people do, turn around, have illegitimate kids, fatherless babies, and they out here single mothers looking crazy? Because I don't know if you know this, women who have been married and did the right thing are more valuable from a sexual marketplace, whatever you want to call it, to us as men, because we can see that she had standards and requirements and then let some random dude just, nut in or whatever and just, and a man actually married her. So that would make me want to marry her or consider marrying her too, because another dude consider marrying her versus just nutting in her. What do you think about that?
Okay.
That's a low.
Because you get experience by being married versus no experience by being somebody's baby mama.
You do get more experience, but I mean, everybody's like,
because women gonna do the same thing either way. At 25, between 25 and 30, she's gonna they're gonna have a baby by a dude.
Would you really want to be with a woman that's not ready? If I'm saying I just want to get married for the idea of being married, it's not going to work because I'm not with you.
Well, women are doing the same married stuff regardless. By the age of 30, it's almost a guarantee. Not everybody, but it's almost a guarantee she's going to have a baby by somebody. So it would make more sense for her to be married, and then it doesn't guarantee that the marriage isn't going to end, because y'all can get marriage counseling. Y'all can both grow together, learn together. It ain't like just because you're not ready, you're in a marriage. See, the thing about a marriage is about, I just committed to, it's like you commit to a house. You buy a house at the age of 25, you're going to really commit to that house, keep the house up and everything to your best ability, versus an apartment because you made a commitment. So young people aren't making commitments to what they actually are going to do regardless. Because like I said, she's going to have a damn baby anyway, or have a whatever any damn way. It makes more sense for them to get married. And I'm not saying even though they aren't ready, we're never ready. Think about that.
Well. Mr. Let Go dropped the truth bomb right here, huh? You heard me, didn't you? Woo! I can't say that I disagree with anything that he just said. See, he said how men view you, ladies. Understand that first. How men view you, not how you view yourself, not what your girlfriends told you. When a man looks at you, the man have to analyze. and smoke you over, as the old folks used to say. Let me smoke her over right quick. He smoke you over and he tally up the costs. He looks at you, okay, she's fine, but another man done made his imprint on her. God. Ooh, Jesus. Another man done scratched the eye, got scratch marks all over. And look at the type of dude he was. The dude is not even on my level. So you telling me, follow me. So you telling me I got to go behind a guy that's lesser, not as a human, not ontology, because everybody is valuable, okay? But in society, so I got to go behind a guy that's lesser than me, and I have to pay more? So I got to help raise this kid that's not mine. And don't y'all dare say, well, he up under my roof. He up under my roof. That's why I can't deal with no single mothers, guys. You see? Because whenever I lay down the law, that goes for everybody, not just you. The law is an umbrella. That goes for everybody. That goes for you and him. Don't tell me that I can't spank this little bad Chucky doll because he bad. Well, okay. That's why I don't need to be with you. Nobody is talking about abusing no kids. Nobody's not talking about that. But if I need to pop his hand or pop a little leg or something and I can't do it, but yet I got to pay all of the bills, see, it don't work like that. See, it don't work like that. That's why I don't date single mothers. But yes, I have, but that was in my younger years. See, so that's where most women go run into a wall at. But Mr. Let Go was 100% on. He was 100% on par with the course. 100%. It would be better for you to just go ahead and get married. Because what good is it you out here just racking up a body count, ladies? Body count matters. I'm going to do a video on body count. All right? Look for it. It's coming down the pipeline, okay? Whenever you have sex with these guys, right? Year after year, year after year, it takes a toll on your psyche, whether that you realize it or not. Because every guy you sleep with, he's there. He's still there. Even though he might not be there physically, but the guy still remains. Some people try to suppress it, but the guy still remains in your psyche. He's still there. That's why it's better to have the smallest body count as humanly possible. A virgin, if you will. But we all know virgins are far few and in between. But I do agree with Mr. Let Go. Lesser is better in this instant because you are willing to have a baby with a guy, but you're not willing to marry him. Make that make sense, guys. Put it in the comment section. Let's go to the next clip.
None of us are ever ready for certain things. You got to learn as you go.
I agree with that statement, but the thing is that you have to experience those things. Like you have to be able
being a single mother?
No. I'm not saying being a single mother. You're taking it out of context, so don't do that. But what I am saying is that sometimes when you're dating men, like and you're that young, you don't even know what you like and what you don't like. Like some women want to test drive things. Like some of them like what they like.
But the problem is you end up having a baby.
I'm serious.
You end up having a baby, though. So in the test drive, you have an accident.
But just imagine
test driving a car and running into a pole.
Your husband cannot fulfill you. That is a problem. Your
Hold
marriage
on,
is over.
What can't fulfill you?
No, I'm saying just imagine if you're married to somebody that can't fully fulfill you.
Okay, you can divorce them. At least you did the right thing, is all I'm saying.
I'm not marrying the wrong one.
But you're going to have a baby by the wrong one.
If we get married, if we get
married, have a baby by the wrong one.
You playing Victim Olympics with her. You playing Victim Olympics with her. I'm just saying.
Would you have a baby by the wrong one?
Okay.
Wait, but are you saying, Chavon, that you should test out more to get to know yourself better? Is that what you're saying?
No,
this is crazy.
I'm sorry, there's an echo. Somebody got an echo going on.
You really don't know what you really like unless you experience it. I'm not saying just go have sex with everybody. I'm not saying.
What are you experiencing in particular? Because you can experience marriage.
You can.
That's an experience too, right?
But you know, Chavon, the more bodies and the people you encounter, the more damaging you're probably going to encounter.
You're damaging yourself.
I'm talking about sexually based.
No. I'm not talking about sexual.
Try out a different gender dudes.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. You can pull your encounter with all these men. That's gonna rub off on you. Like that's transferring. Your baby daddy probably rubbed off on you. Like you don't want to encounter so many men like that. Like Anton, like Rita. Rita was a virgin. She doesn't have all that toxic men that we've probably dealt with, right? Yeah. So she didn't need to deal with multiple partners to get her married, and probably Quest wife too. So.
Well, Chavon, let me say this, Chavon. I've been married before, and that doesn't make me better than anybody. But the experience of being married and the mistakes I made and how things went or whatever, that was a beautiful experience. So now in my next marriage, whenever I get married, I know exactly what to do because I've been married before. A lot of these people ain't never been married, ain't never really committed to nobody. So they're going to end up being divorced when they 40 because they get married when they 30, 35 or whatever. Next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh, I'm not fulfilled because you never experience marriage. You experience all this other stuff. And women love to say, well, I want to experience. What about marriage? That's an experience too. My marriage was a beautiful learning experience.
Well, Chavon. I'm not going to beat up on Chavon because Chavon is not combative. To be honest with you, I like Chavon, even though she have a different point of view. That still doesn't make her an unpleasant person. Oh, God. Did you catch what I just said? Did anybody catch that? Let me say that one more time again. Because they might be some dun-dun-dun-duns in the classroom. You heard me. Chavon is not unpleasant. Even though she have a different point of view. Shout out to Chavon. Even though she be off a rocker at times, you still can have conversation with her. Now, you talking about test driving, sis. You know you can't test drive it. Mr. Let Go knocked this one out the park, guys. He said, yes, you test driving, but you had an accident. You ran into a pole. No pun intended. Shout out to Mr. Let Go for that one. He was quick on his feet. That's a good one, bro. See, but you can't continue to test drive men, sweetie. And we understand that you saying not sexually, but the catch-22 is this. And many of y'all, this is a new concept. You can pair bond with people without it being sexual in nature, guys. See, usually whenever that you think about a soul tie, aka pair bonding, you usually think about a sexual soul tie. Oh, there's more than that. Case in point, that toxic friend, see, you pair bond to them. You have a soul tie with them people. Just hang around people long enough, you develop a relationship with the people. Huh? They say birds of a feather flock together, right? There is more than just having sexual pair bond, guys. Your brothers, your family, your mom, your dad. You never had sex with them, have you? Hopefully not, right? I pray that you have it, because they got a word for that. It's called incest. And you bonded to them as well. And you can bond to people that's outside of your bloodline. So it's more than just sexual, all right? So how many women that you know can hang around a guy for a long extended period of time and she get real familiar with that gentleman, right? That's gonna segue into something, huh? We all grown here. We all understand it starts between the ears before getting between the sheets. We all understand that. If you can get to a woman psychologically, everything else follows suit. You don't have to worry about trying to get the draws or none of that. And I'm not teaching nobody to go out here and be promiscuous and just be a Lothario and have sex with women. I'm not teaching. That's not what my channel is about now. Nope. I am for marriage, about building the family structure. That's what I'm about. Put it on the record. My channel, guys, is not about that. You heard me. And I want to be crystal clear, transparent. I'm going to be naked for 1 minute here, okay? This channel, Drummer Boy, right here, my channel was about putting families together, men operating on purpose, Women operating on their purpose. They're raising and rearing children to be more than just law-abiding citizens, but to be productive citizens. There's a difference. All right? Etch that in stone. Let that be on my epitaph. He was about the nuclear family. God work. You heard me. And let me give you this analogy. And guys, I'm leaving because I got to go. All right? That's about like ice cream. If you never had ice cream before, I'm willing to bet any amount of money that you want to bet. The first time you taste it, your dopamines probably went crazy. Your taste buds probably had an orgy, literally. So what are you saying, drummer boy? I'm saying if you never had it before, there is nothing else to compare it to. So anything is good at that point. Decipher that, okay? Dig through that, splice it up, cut it up, dissect that for just a moment. I am not the panacea. I don't have all the answers, but I have answers to a couple things, all right? Mic drop. Guys, you know what I need for y'all to do for me. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and I'm punching above my weight class, guys. I'm punching above my weight class. You can go through my channel and see it. I'm punching high, all right? But guys, I do appreciate y'all, guys. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.